Good morning, mobility, strength, and function. One thing that I had to work on when I had knee pain, knee pain, honestly, is I had to first regain my range of movement. Now, when I say range of movement, your knee should be able to go from fully straight, yeah, and just about slide your hand underneath the knee to a full bend, yeah. You should be able to get your heel close to your bum. That way we get a full bend in the knee. Now, the first thing that I had to do was regain my range of movement. So I couldn't get my knee down towards the ground in sitting. It wasn't because my hamstrings were tight, it was because my knee was swollen. So one of the first things I had to work on to regain my range of movement in the knee was to reduce the swelling. So that was lying back, all your leg up in the air. I know it sounds difficult, and it is difficult. Well, for me who's active, it's difficult. I don't sit still, and so I had to take time out and make sure that I gave myself time to elevate the leg. Lying back on the sofa with my leg up on the back of the sofa made it a lot easier. Your knee has to be higher than your heart. That way gravity helps to drain some of the fluid. Whilst you're up there, you can move your ankle. You can move, so your foot's up, you can move your ankle forwards and backwards. That works the calf muscles and your hamstring and quads, and that helps to pump the fluid away. So you don't have to go mad with it, but a few movements every now and again, you're just helping that muscle action. The muscle activity is helping to pump the fluid away. So the first thing, anti-inflammatories can also help with that. So if you need to take an anti-inflammatory like ibuprofen, you can put some ice on it to help dumb down the pain. But the first thing in terms of regaining that range of movement, getting the swelling. So once the swelling was down, I was able to then encourage my knee down towards the ground. Sometimes you can do that by adding a little bit of pressure to push down, but again, everything is within your pain limits. You're not trying to crunch it down and take the pain, but you're encouraging your knee down gently and giving it time. If it's been stiff for a while, it's not suddenly going to change back. So what you need to do is give it time, sit in a position, let gravity work it. If you need to support it a little bit, then you can put a cushion under the knee, but your aim is to be pushing your knee down into the cushion, as you can see, to squash the cushion and straighten the knee. Once you can get a good straight knee, you then want to encourage the knee bend. And with the knee bend, you only go as far as comfortable. So if you can only go around 90 degrees, 90 degrees. As it eases, you gently encourage that knee towards you. If you find a point where it starts to get painful, now I would describe pain for me, if 10 is maximum and 0 is no pain, I'm not trying to cram my knee back and hit a 9. Yeah, I'm trying to take it back to a point where I'm aware that it's uncomfortable, but I can still work around it. It's not stopping me. If I release and go back, I'm not going to be like, for a long time. If I have done that and now I've irritated, then I know next time when I try it, I won't go so far. Yeah. Or I won't hold it there for as long. Yeah. So you're encouraging that knee bend. You're trying to bend the knee as much as possible. Yeah. Hold there. So you're giving the muscles, the joint, time to relax and stretch into that position. Once you've got your range back, the next step is now trying to encourage those muscles that have become a little bit weak because you haven't been using them so much. You're trying to encourage those muscles to improve their teamwork. Yeah. The way the body works is the law of reciprocal inhibition. When one muscle works, the opposing muscle must relax. Yeah. So we're trying to work on that teamwork, especially as the knee was swollen. Some of the muscles around the knee would have changed the way they work, just like you changed the way you were walking. Well, I definitely changed the way I was walking. So now I'm trying to encourage my brain, hey, the knee's not swollen anymore. So now let's try and get back to normal walking. Yeah. So I had to strengthen, and the strengthening that I did, I use a TheraBand. You can use a TheraBand. This is what I used. You could use your hand. What I did was to straighten the knee. In fact, I'm not even going to do the video. I'll post it because I recorded it, so it saved me jumping around. But yeah, to strengthen, I straighten the knee with resistance. You can do that by pushing your knee down into the ground and really tensing your quads. And you'd hold that for, let's say, 6 seconds. That's just the start. That's not to say you can only ever do 6 seconds, but we want to make sure it's not painful. So that would be to squeeze the quads. If movement was painful, you could start static. Squeeze the quads, pushing your knee down, switches them on, hold for 6 seconds. The other thing that you can do is, if your knee is supported, to switch on your hamstrings, is push your heel down into the ground. As you push your heel down, your hamstrings will switch on. Again, hold for 6 seconds. So now you've got a strengthener for the quad, pushing the knee down, tensing the quad. I don't know if you can see that there, my skinny leg. Yeah, there, yeah. Tense the quad, pushing knee down. And the other one, hamstring. I don't know if you've ever seen hamstring black. There. See the change? There. So you're pushing down and you're holding for 6 seconds. What you do is, when you've done that for 6 seconds, I would do 3. Yeah, between 3 and 5 actually. Push down for 6 seconds. Push your knee down for 6 seconds. Then push your heel down for 6 seconds. So we're, 6 seconds hamstring work, 6 seconds knee work. Push down with your heel, 6 seconds. Push down with your knee, 6 seconds. Yeah, so we're working both. You will also get some activity in the glute. Whenever muscles work around one joint, it's never just that one joint. Muscles are all connected. So when you tense up in one area, all your other muscles will tense to give you stability so that you can do that one movement. So when you push down, you'll feel your abs go in, you'll feel your glute go in. You might sweat a little bit, but that's fine. It's all good. So if you've got a swollen knee, the first thing you want to do is, 1, elevate it. The second thing you want to do is, once the swelling is reduced, you want to encourage that range of movement back. Once you've got that range of movement back, we need the muscles. We need the muscles because the muscles help to stabilize the knee joint. And so if you've got arthritic change, you want the knee to be as stable as possible. So as we increase muscle strength, it helps to stabilize the joints that those muscles cross over. So pushing down, hamstrings. Pushing the knee down is quads. Pushing the heel down, hamstrings. Yeah, your quads do work a little bit as well, but it's more for that one, is more for the hamstring. Now, have I missed anything? I'll come back to it.